Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, yeah, it's happened again. I can't believe it's happened to me a couple times now, but this one was really funny because I got a phone call. Phone call telling me that, hi, I understand you're going on the Royal Princess ship next month. I said, yes. Now this also said, the phone number said princess on it, but it wasn't spelled princess with a capital P. It was small p, R, capital R, I, and small, you know what I mean? It was spelled wrong on my phone. And I was going, what is this? And when I answered it, yeah, it was someone trying to scam me. Today's video is brought to you by Private Internet Access. Well, I just got back from what I would consider a trip of a lifetime. I went to Africa on safari. I went to the Mediterranean for an ocean cruise, and then I went to the Danube and traveled on a river cruise, all on the same trip. 7 different countries, different continents, and at this point, I had to be in touch with my bank. I had to get money. I had to do financial things for my work. And was I afraid? No, because I use a VPN. I wasn't afraid of being hacked. I wasn't afraid of losing my accounts. I wasn't afraid of people finding my information, because that's what a VPN does. It hides your IP address from people who are looking to do nefarious things to your account, steal your identity, break into your bank accounts, your credit cards, etc. But when you use a VPN, it makes it very difficult for them to lock in and find all that information. Now, why do I use Private Internet Access? Well, for one thing, they have a no-log policy, which means they're not storing any information themselves, and that's been proven in court by a third-party audit. And also, I can do as many devices as I want. Not one device, not 5, not 10. I can do unlimited devices all under the same plan. So if you'd like to keep your account secure when you're traveling like I do, or even at home like I do, to make sure I'm not hacked, why not follow my link down below and get 83% off your subscription plus 4 months free. Thanks again to Private Internet Access for sponsoring this video. So I'm pretty shrewd when it comes to scammers, the phone scams, the email scams, I don't get them as much anymore because I have gotten off of those email lists and those data broker things, right? And so it really is kind of funny that I got a phone call. I guess they got a hold of my business number and somehow know that I'm booked on a cruise. Now, they didn't know, I guess it wasn't my business number because they didn't know I was a travel agent. They just thought I had booked a cruise with Princess Cruise Lines. And right away, the person called, hi, I understand you have a cruise booked, and I just want to let you know that Princess has assigned me as your agent. Well, isn't that good of Princess to take my booking as an agent and give it to a different agent to handle? Wasn't that nice of them to do that? They don't do that. They don't do that, ever. So here's a warning, guys. If you ever get a call from somebody saying they are your princess agent, and you don't know who they are, you haven't dealt with these people before, they're trying to scam you. Do not just hang up. Hang up the phone, because they're not your agent. They are trying to get your information or your credit card number or something. Just hang right up, and you'll be lucky because they won't bother you anymore after that. But I continued on this. I said, oh yeah, no, which Princess cruise is that? Which one in October? Now this caught them off guard, because they didn't know I had multiple cruises in October. In fact, they didn't even know the date. They didn't know the date of my cruise. They didn't know the ship I was on. And they didn't know like anything. They said, oh, well, give me the booking number and I will be able to look it up, and I can get all your details and everything, and maybe we can get you a free upgrade. Well, isn't that nice of him to get me a free upgrade? Yeah, that isn't good. That's not how things work. That's definitely not how things work. And I played along. I played along for a while. I gave him a fake booking number. One I made up in my head. And the guy said, oh, thank you very much and everything. Now, what date was that again? And I'm going to myself, dude, you're not very good at this. Because I just gave you my booking number, and if you punched in the booking number, you would have all my information. You would have my date. You would have the ship. You would have my information. You would have everything there at your fingertips. So there is no way you're from Princess giving me a call. There's no way this is a real call. And I just kind of stood there and said, well, I just gave you my booking number. Doesn't it have that information? He says, yeah, but my computer's running a little slow right now. A little slow. I'm going, it's okay, I'll wait. And at that point, they didn't know what to do. They just says, well, it could take a while. I've been having trouble with it today. Is finally what they said. And I said to them, oh, okay, well, don't worry. I'll call up Princess, and I'll just ask for you when I call. And they said, well, you might not, it doesn't go through the call center because I work from a different department now. They're handing it out to outside sources to make the agencies more profitable. And I just go, all right, I said, all right, enough of this. I know you're a scam artist because guess what, buddy? I'm the travel agent. So I know you're not a travel, and boom, it hung up. It hung up immediately. Now, of course, I've reported this to Princess Cruise Lines, and I've also called the call scam for the police department and let them know, filled out a report with the online for that. So I just wanted to put that out, guys. Even I'm not immune to scammers trying to call me and scam people for cruises, but I wanted to let you know this one. Yeah, if Princess calls you and says, I'm your Princess representative, they're probably not, because Princess doesn't call people at home. If you have a booking with them and you don't make your payment, they will just keep your deposit and sell your cabin. They don't care. They will make more money selling a last-minute cabin and keeping your deposit than you would, than they would just dealing with getting you to go on the cruise. So, no, they are not calling people at home. Let me just assure you of that. So if you get a call like that, just hang up, and this way you keep your money and your personal information safe. Yeah. It was hilarious. Well, I hope you appreciate this little update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel blogs from around the world, and maybe some more people trying to scam me? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. It's okay if I call, though. It's okay if I call. You recognize my voice. At least some of you do.